Bulavanaka. Today I am Fiji. I'll tell you why later. Just at the Otara market. What? Bula. Bula. I think the last video I did, I was at the market. It was like 7 o'clock in the morning, 8 o'clock in the morning. It's now 8 o'clock at night, almost 9 o'clock. Been a long day. So today was the second day of a hackathon that I attended. It was AI Hackathon. I was Team Fiji. So that's why today I was all excited about, oh, today I'm Fijian. So yeah, our team didn't win, didn't even place, which is a bit sad, but at the same time, it's like, compared to the other teams, their solutions were far more mature than ours. To the point where it seemed like they had a much narrower focus, so their solution was a bit easier to arrive at. Like ours started off super, like my team, because I was the mentor, so it was kind of my job to help guide them and steer them, you know, back into line for what they're meant to be doing. But they started off with quite a broad problem. It was initially like decolonizing the education system, which was a massive, you know, Herculean effort. How do you turn that into a AI solution? And then we kind of, with some help from other mentors, they asked pointed questions, and we were slowly able to steer the group into a slightly smaller entry point, because there's so many different ways that you could attack this. But yeah, it was a great experience over the last couple of days. Got to meet some great people. Met a couple of friends, and got quite inspired by some of the other groups too that came up with some like really clever solutions. Managed to build pretty mature, high fidelity prototypes, like a lot of apps, mostly mobile apps. I think there was a couple of web apps, maybe a website. No, it was mostly web apps or mobile apps. Yeah, I think that was it. The winning one was a tool. I think it was an online, like, desktop tool that parents, teachers and students filled out, and it was assessing the emotional level of the students. So each profile or persona had a unique set of things that they could fill out. So the students, teachers and the parents. So there was like 3 different data sets for each individual. And what made this quite unique was, from their perspective, that typically it's usually just between parent and teacher, whereas this gave the students a voice to be able to say how they're feeling, rather than just, you know, the teachers saying what they want and the parents saying what they want. Like the students, the kids actually get to like self-report, like, this is how I'm feeling, this is what I'm going through, etc, etc. So it makes it a little bit more, I guess you could say, it makes it more reliable, more accurate, because the kids themselves, the students, get to disclose how they're feeling, what they're going through at school, whether or not they feel understood or supported or whatever the case is. So they were first place. Second place was a bunch of young boys from Tipene. They had a Te Wharetapawha app, which is awesome. It was awesome as. Really easy to use, intuitive, great idea. It was so good. It was a shame they didn't win. But I can't remember what the judges described why they didn't get first place. I think it was the fact that the other solution had multiple entry points. Kids, parents and teachers. And then the third one was another app. It was for ADHD, people with ADHD, and it was created by women for women. So it was like these 3 Middle Eastern wahine, and it was pretty cool. It was a great app. It was inspired after another app called Flow, I believe, which is like a female app that's used to track, period cycles and whatnot. So they used that, they combined it with like Hinge, so there was like some swiping mechanics to, I think it was to like find and match professional providers, therapists, other bits and pieces. It had like journaling, reflection, functionality, reminders, notifications. Like it was a full end-to-end prototype. It was really impressive. So that's what we were dealing with, and then ours was like this, like rough as app that was not even like a fully formed prototype. We had a mobile view and we had a desktop view, but we spent like the first day we were struggling with a problem statement. So yeah, anyway, it was a really long day, so I'm just having a debrief, wind down now, and done my 100 push-ups for the day, and yeah, I will see you tomorrow.